Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the second game between the Five Tigers as well as the reunion. This is the third qualifier for the Singapore's very own Road to Blizzcon and the Heroes of the Storm Sea Championship as well. So this is where we're looking for two teams to qualify into the national finals, as well as a total prize pool of 1,500 Singapore dollars being played today, 15,000 Singapore dollars on the national finals. That's it. I'm Babel, and I hope you guys enjoy my company here. And we have the draft ready, so let's go into that. Here we have with us here Sky Temple, the map being decided by Five Tigers. And first pick and ban will go to the reunion. The first ban of Vala, as well as a follow-up ban of Johanna by Five Tigers. They really don't want to do Johanna because of the fact that Kilthus kind of zones out a lot. Sky Temple. Sky Temple is the kind of, your enemy is going to get Vala. Your enemy is going to get Vala, Jaina, Brightwing. All of those God-tier heroes will be picked up by the enemy. So we'll see what Five Tigers picks moving forward into this draft. Sky Temple still has got, it's a little bit of a different map. Sky Temple is a map that allows you to not push to really win the game. All you need is just map possession, map control. You need to have heroes that can hold ground. And Gaslow is one of those heroes that can really hold ground really well. So let's see what's going to be next here. Uther getting picked up by Five Tigers. Uther, normally not a snap pick for me. I kind of prefer Brightwing a little bit better. But it is going to be Jaina. So Jaina going to Five Tigers, and Savannah's now being picked up by the reunion. They may want to pick a little bit of a teamfight-centric lineup. They have the Brightwing. They got to get the Brightwing here. Vala's being banned, so not surprised that Vala's not getting picked up. Johanna's gone as well. If you ban out Johanna, you might want to go for Anubarak in this particular lineup. Anubarak into a Brightwing would be kind of okay. It's in the nature of the current meta to have this draft. It specifically does a lot of sustained damage, and you don't have you have some form of jump mechanic. It is going to be Anubarak and Brightwing for the reunion now for Five Tigers. I think that we just witnessed Thrall doing substantial damage in the last fight. If they really want a melee assassin, they've got quite a few options. They got Zeratul, they got Kerrigan. All of those heroes are really, really good. Legacy-based hero, and they can do a lot of damage onto TR. So 5T versus TR. Uther, Jaina. You got yourself a pretty good backline already. What you need now is to decide if your team wants to jump. ETC, great setup mechanic, but by himself not really able to put a lot of people together until it's like until it's a level 20. That's the only moment in time which you will see that he's got the tour bus. He's got what seems like the crowd pleaser. In this map, I would say crowd pleaser is kind of okay. Crowd pleaser, tour bus, death metal. Wow, ETC is kind of strong pick. But before level 20, what are you going to do with ETC? He can be positioned for a bit of a mosh pit. Oh, we're going to see Zagara. So this is going to be a wombo combo from 5T. It means that they're going to set up with Devouring Maw with mosh pit. Jaina probably going to go for, I hope Jaina goes for Water Elemental. Ring of Frost here, not really good because of the fact that the middle area of Ring of Frost doesn't really deal any damage. It's kind of like a preventive area, that's all. And Uther basically doesn't have any damage. So they have only one damage dealer. And that's not really in sync. Zagara is not a real damage dealer. Zagara can go Nidus Cannon as well. Nidus Cannon means that Zagara can split push quite well. But I kind of want Devouring Maw for the wombo combo. They need one more damage dealer to finish up this draft for 5T. For the reunion, it could be said that it's the same problem. They got a Zeratul right now. They got some form of burst. If Anubar goes in and Zeratul follows up, it would be a kill on some of the squishier heroes. But they have Uther. They got Divine Shield. If it's an instant reaction by 5T to save Jaina, to save Zagara, then the kill is not going to be possible. And they may also still want to go for Asmodan or some form of cheap damage from behind. Kilthus is also a valuable pick. And Kilthus completely ignored until now. Let's see if it's going to get picked up. Oh man, this draft is very, very tricky. I would say that 5T picking the ETC there and then was not really necessary. They can actually go for Kilthus pick first before picking up the ETC, because the ETC by itself is it's not a very popular pick right now. It's kind of cold pick, and players and teams normally go for Anubarak, go for Tyrael, Johanna, Muradin. ETC is not really favored above all of this here. He could come in as a tier 2 maximum for me. So tier 2, some for wombo combo TR on the left side of this draft. With Zeratul, some very good poking mechanic. Sylvanas doing a lot of good overtime damage, actually, with Withering Fire. And basically a lot more pokes by Sylvanas. It's going to be Feldstad. Now, Feldstad is okay to finish up the draft here. Solo tank, 1 Bright Wing. It has to be Blink Heal. Let's see. Oh, it's going to be Abathur. Abathur on 5T. Do note there is not going to be double Mosh Pit. This would probably mean that it's Ultimate Evolution on Jaina. This would also mean that if the setup is perfect by ETC, if it's Hot Dog Reel on the ETC again, there is going to be a lot of damage by Abathur, by Jaina. Zagara could also summon sufficient Mutalis or even the Hunter Killer for this kind of damage. I think it really is a good option here for them to pick that. So right now waiting for the invite into the lobby before we can start this next game. And on the left side, by the way, 5T. Prominent figures. These people are really, really famous. On the right side, sorry. On the left side of the screen is 5T. On the right side, the reunion. So, both sides are very, very different age group, apparently. But still, we welcome all age group this game. This game is just friendly for people like me, too old to play anything else. We end up here. It's like a good mash of age groups. So going into the lobby right now, and I do believe that Sky Temple will be the map. So once the teams are ready, we're going in. Meanwhile, Sky Temple 1-0 is the score in favor for their reunion. And Fight Tigers 0 right now. Still need to go for at least 2 more wins to win and finish this series to proceed to the semifinals. Sky Temple, 3 temples coming out. We've got a total of 2 Bruiser Camp, 2 Siege Camp, and 1 Boss Camp on this map. It's one of the brighter maps. It's spells of rainbow and sunshine. We've got a lot of space in this map. Specifically, it's kind of like a mid-sized map. Don't think it's the biggest one. I think Curse Hollow is slightly bigger. It's kind of like a Garden of Terror size map. And I think that it will be very fun. I really like this map a lot. This map tests the team's ability to retain map control. Movement is very important. Split push is very important. You don't really need to push down the core to win this game. That's why you don't need a teamfight centric lineup, but there's a good balance between the number of temples spawning per time, and say it's going to spawn in a fixed order as well. And that's where there are some temples spawning. There's sometimes you're going to see 2 temples spawning, and if it's 2 temples spawning, one team can go to 1 temple, the other one the other, and that means that you will avoid any clash. And at other times, you've got 1 temple, even 3 temples spawning. So those moments is where you may want to pick a team fight with your enemy. So waiting for all the players to get ready, and the countdown will begin in the background. I believe you guys can hear the game sound right now. If you can't hear the game sound, please check your speaker. They may have been destroyed. But yeah, so we have here shout-outs to sponsors, Alienware, Intel, and fair sponsor Razer. Streaming partner XSplit for making this happen. It's the 3rd qualifier. And we're into the 2nd game between 5 Tigers as well as the reunion. On the right side of this map will be the red team. The reunion is going to be on the right side. KWJK onto Sylvanas. Kaminico onto Feldstad. We also got Shin playing as Anubarak. Zeratul being played by Giant X. And last but not least, we also got Bright Wing there being played by CWJT. And on the blue team, 5 Tigers, Hemi playing as Uther. G playing as the Jaina. No PP onto the ETC. We also got Hot Dog Rio playing as the Zagara. Last but not least, we have Abathur being played by George. So far, so good. Seems like we're going to avoid clash for the blue team. Red team picking up the sentry point already. If you check in on the talent choices here, it's going to be a block. So this is going to be a tanky ETC. Not so much on utility, Kind of outdated build, but still okay in this kind of situation where you have only one tank on your side and also Abathur there. So power slide into face melt, really connecting well. Reconstitution for increased bonus regeneration on creep. I don't really like this because it is only good for the laning phase. It kind of makes sure that you can push a little bit better. But if your enemy has got a lot of bursts like Zeratul, like Felstad, and there's no real point in that post level 10. We also got Deep Chill, we got Conjurer's Pursuit, as well as Pressurized Glance coming out for the blue team. And on the red team, it's going to be Regeneration Master with a Wind, Power Throw, Scouting Drone, and Rapid Displacement. Rapid Displacement is a little bit different. Normally, Zeratools will go for Regeneration Master or, you know, maybe a little bit more damage, but going for Rapid Displacement means that this Zeratul really wants to play very safe. It's not really necessary, but we'll see what happens here. Hopefully, it helps Zeratul stay alive a little bit more in this game. Temple spawning in 3 seconds. One at the mid, one at the top. No PP taking some damage as the ETC. Now going to pull back. And top temple will go to the blue team. Mid temple is a little bit hotly contested. They're trying to buy some time for the blue team for a possible rotation. Zagara is still at the bottom lane against Felstad. Felstad has good mobility, can always back up the teammate, but Zagara can't. And top lane already seeing some aggression by the red team. No PP. Oh, Giant X dropping. Giant X in a lot of trouble, missing the stun. Shin, bit of a mistake. Down goes Zeratul. And the ETC of Abathur on him. It's actually 1.5 of a hero up against the Abathur. With the Abathur, sorry, onto ETC against Anubarak there. So that's it. You're also going to see some stuns coming out, some shields coming out. Shin doing some harassment damage. The Beetles biting onto ETC's ass. This is worse than outfield, man. And we have the top temple going to the red team right there. Charges going off. Hammy swings by, lands a stun. G wants a little bit more. Still hasn't landed Blizzard just yet. Not going to use it. KWJK just pulls back. Will not contest the last few charges of the temple. And red team has got a slight EXP lead right now. If you look at the top team structures, they're still kind of intact. And the healing is still not down just yet. So far, so good. Whereas for the mid temple, seems like it's going to be the same story. And red team is at a full level advantage right now. They could be a level advantage because of the fact that they are able to soak the lane a little bit better while the blue team is contesting the top temple. So that's a little bit of a different strategy by the red team. They're now going to pull back on the top lane. Some Polymorph coming in onto Hammy. And G also in a very interesting position. Ooh. So Anubarak in the mid lane against ETC. Both tanks, very boring situation. Some power slides coming in. Also going to see some face melt happening. And meanwhile, top lane, Blizzard connecting. 2 charges on CWJT. And G dropping. There goes the heal. Singularity Spike going to connect as well. Hammy, if those good heals means that G is not going to go down at the end. Bottom lane, Hot Dog Grill is here. And I'm just actually going to call Nico Bob, alright? It's just too much of a mouthful. I think it... Okay, let's settle for Nico. I think it's either Aika or Nico. He is going to decide. If it's not renaming, I'm renaming him. CWGT now going to pull back. And Giant X swings by. There goes the cleave. Singularity Spike also going to connect, but the heal is going to keep G alive. And the aggression by Shin on the mid lane, very, very effective. You got some really good impales coming up, pushing the lane consistently. Beetles are there. And looking at the talent choices, you have half Beetle built into a Regeneration Master for Anubarak. Maybe because it's the only tank, he wants a little bit extra HP there. Unstable Poison for some push potential onto this Sylvanas. Also going to see Venom there as well. And you see GP up on Felstad. That's a huge sign. Boomerang also means that you're going to see some extra damage. A little bit, not so much, but still good to have as an ability damage Felstad. So we have Brightwing, very standard talent pickups. And Zeratul also with follow through and the focus attack. It's just rapid displacement is a little bit different. Not a big of a deal, really. But just preferences. So now on to the blue team, we have got Just Keep Rocking, which basically gives a little bit extra reduction onto CCs. It's kind of useful to a certain extent. Hold that Todd. Bob there with those lightnings coming out. Also going to see a 3-man stun by no PP. Great position, but no Mosh Pit just yet. A little bit too slow. And CWJT also going to get out too slow in terms of level. They don't have level 10. Shin now going to pull back. Aika Miniko also going to pull back. Hot Dog Grill in a great position. KWJK now swings by, throws some arrow. They're still going to contest the temple. All try to at least, not really going to get anything. The top bruiser camp for the red team is already in full effect. They need to buy more time. Every single second they delay, the blue team, it's in the red team's favor. But they give up and they pull back. Sylvanas swings out of this position here, and that's going to be it. So back to talent choices, and Venom Spines. Good range increment. I think it's good for some amount of DOT. Rapid incubation as well to keep Zagara alive a little bit longer. You also have got Frostbitten for some damage there. And so Snowstorm as well for Jaina. ETC swings by with Power Slide, good stun. The follow-up by Hammy. Meanwhile, Abathur goes down on top lane. It seems like he doesn't realize his gate is gone. So that's that, and more on to talent choices here. Burden of Guild. Wow, okay. So this actually means that, you know, G's looking, or rather Hammy's looking for some extra slow. Amplify healing doesn't really work for Uther to heal his allies. It works if the heal's on himself. So that's the thing that most players doesn't realize. It increases the healing effect, but it doesn't stack. That's it. We also have got Needle Spine. We got Ballisto Spores. And that's a very, very different build already. It seems like it's going to be a Toxic Nest hybrid into a bit of a symbiote buff. Hold that thought. No PP, some trouble. ETC going to pull back. Some stunts coming by the 3-man. Devouring Maw. No PP, needs to go and sing some song. Come on, Shebang, please. No. No Shebangs coming out. No PP. He's going to get silenced. He's going to pull back. What kind of a hammer thundery thing is that? That's not good. iCommunico missing that terribly. And now Giant X swings by. Shin stunts to somewhere else. Is in his own world right there. Zero JT in some good position. Hammy now going to pull back. G also going to let some damage. There goes the polymorph onto Hammy. And all of a sudden, nobody died there. What's an elemental? Taxing the hell out of them. Finds the Beetle a lot more sexy. Aims the Beetle instead. Very good choices there. So in terms of level 10 heroics, we have got the Mosh Pit, Devouring Maw, Water Elemental, Divine Shield, Evolved Monstrosity. So this is not going to be Ultimate Evolution Abathur. Wow, it's actually going to be a split push Abathur. I hope he works out well. Really do, because if it's Ultimate Evolution, you're going to see some extra slows. You're going to see some extra damage. Jaina, very good hero to copy, but we don't have that. We got some split push mechanic. Oh. Meanwhile, on the red team, we got Locust Swarm, we got Willing Arrow, we got Hinterland Blast, Blink Heal, and Void Prison. So that's it. We're actually going to check a replay right now. Let's see, while they're taking temples. All right, the real-time screen is at the bottom left. You guys can still have a full coverage of that. This is where you look at that. Great Devouring Maw on 4 members, not 3. And no PP. Not going to sing us a song. Shin, looking for the stun. Gets it off really well. It doesn't connect because it doesn't go for the increased range. And iCommunico not able to do anything. Meanwhile, back to real time. Giant X with a nice Void Prison. And iCommunico with a flyby going in. Hammy now going to pop a timely Divine Shield. Will still alive. No PP. Looking for the ETC. And also going to see the Hinterland Blast connecting on 2. 1 man goes down. No PP goes down as well. And that's going to be it for the engagement. 2 men down on the blue team. The Reunion going to pull back. They got only half a level advantage, but they will enjoy whatever lead they can get. Bottom lane getting pushed out here by Jaina. Top lane, the Reunion, all 5 members actually in this area. I can't count the 5th one. Where is he? Oh, Brightwing. Okay. He's just going to pot in for some shield. That's at the gate going down. There's also the Bruiser Camp that's stolen. It's not really the Bruiser Camp. It's the one that's slanting towards the left side of this map. Meanwhile, on the other side of this sunny island, we got a very, very gutsy play. Bird now going to try and clear the wave really well. KWJK does a great job. Oh, God. Can he? Can he? Yes, he can! Whoa, George, big play. Man. You know, it takes an Abathur with a lot of guts to do that. I think he just proved a point. All your base belongs to him. That's just the old hack that they have. But yeah, so level 13 against level 14. If you're checking on the talent, we're going to see the Burning Rage up on Anubarak as well as a Splinter Shot for a second target. So this is not going to be a chasing Sylvanas. Hold that thought. No PP now. And also going to see The Devouring Maw connecting on 2. No PP in position. Now also going to see the Hinterland Blast connecting on Hemi. Hemi goes down. And the Mosh Pit not going to come out. Unfortunately, ETC goes down. Hot Dog Ryu selling hot dogs. Somebody, please. No, don't kill him. He's so friendly. Why? Giant X. Oh, my God. No hot dog for you, sir. But we got Giant Killer. We got Splinter Shot. We got Face Shield. We got Wormhole. So back to the point. I really like the Splinter Shot a lot more because of the fact that it allows a little bit more damage in team fights. By the way, we got a replay ready, so let's check that out. Ikaminiko, sneaky position. They have a good process here. Hot Dog Ryu with a very nice Devouring Maw. It's just that Giant X is behind and Hinterland Blast doing a lot of damage there. G, unfortunately, the Jaina got caught out of position. If only Jaina is on the left side there and the Strubs not coming in from such an aggressive stance, should have been able to do a lot more damage. Now back to real time. We got the boss. We got 4 Siege Golem pushing the bottom lane. No PP! 2-man! Unfortunately, the Mosh Pit gets cancelled by Shin. Great play there. He was prepared. And now we're going to see some form of sirloin, some form of ribeye. Somebody cook me that ETC. Where is the chef? And there goes the Void Prison. Okay, good meat takes time. He gets cliffed out. And everyone's going to have the good old Boston Steakhouse again. Hammy now going down. He lands some stun. Shin not able to do anything in that instant. And Hammy goes down. We also get to see the boss pushing the core. The Sage Golem not so friendly. A little bit seduced by the minions there. But the core down to 90%, and Abathur is not able to do anything. It's just Symbiote buying a lot more time. Hot Dog Ryu has got Devouring Maw on cooldown, unfortunately. Hot Dog Ryu needs to pull back. He is very dangerous there. A Giant X gonna pull back, and nope, still gets the kill at the end. Blizzard connects. CWJT dropping really low. The core goes down, and the reunion will win this 2-0, knocking 5 Tigers out. Although technically it is like 2-2 because of the disconnect in the first game. But anyway, not going to talk about that. As you can see on the right side, happy faces. Everyone just is, they're just all playing for fun. Really happy to see that. So we're now going into the replay. Oh, look at this. No PP. Just got stunned out of position there by Shin. Great plays by Shin. You also see the Divine Shield buying more time. Abathur buying more time as well. Unfortunately, they just have Shin behind enemy line doing such a great job. Giant X cooks the hell out of ETC. And Surf Team are really raw. We have also got the Uther dying at the end. And this is where the game is done. The total score is 2 kills against 13 kills. And just such brutality, really. We got 4 Siege Golem pushing lane. We got boss here. It's a well-timed push, and they have the best advantage before the level 20 mark. They are at level 16. They got extra talent choices, 2 Blood for Blood, and also going to see the Critter Rise coming out. So yeah, great plays by both teams. Good job. So we are now going for a short break. We'll be right back with the semi-finals of this qualifier, in which we're looking to reward one team with national finals qualification, as well as $500 guaranteed. And the losing team, unfortunately, will only be playing for, not really only, okay, there's a good skin codes as well as, heroes. It really is fantastic package we offer here. But this is the 3rd qualifier. Give me a like on my Facebook page if you enjoy this coverage, as well as follow this channel. It's the official Southeast Asian channel for Road to BlizzCon. Also, shout-outs to sponsors, Alienware, Intel, Fairfax sponsor Razer, and String Partner XP for making all of this happen. Shout out to you guys, viewers, for being here. We'll be back in a short while. Don't go anywhere. See you guys soon.